people assume that because I'm Syrian, I just automatically know all Syrian dishes, and that's just not the case. For example, there's a very popular dish called lahme bikaras, which is meatballs in a cherry sauce, and it comes from Halab, Syria. The type of sour cherries that are used for this sauce are very specific and grown in northern Syria and Idlib. So other parts of Syria would have never tried or tasted this dish unless they came to visit Halab or Idlib and tried it there. One of my favorite things about my brother having married a girl from a different city than us is that we get to try other Syrian dishes that we might have never been introduced to otherwise. My sister-in-law's from Hama, and she recently introduced this kousa laban to us. It's squash stuffed with rice and meat and cooked in a yogurt sauce. We do make something similar but cooked in a tomato sauce, and then we also do make sheikh al-mahshi, which is squash stuffed with just meat and cooked in a yogurt sauce. So this is similar cooking styles and flavor profiles, but a little bit different. Now, before you ask me which of those two curries is better to use, let me set the record straight by saying that they both suck equally. For the filling, it's about the same as you would make for kousa bibanadora, just some soaked calrose rice, beef or lamb, ghee, salt, pepper, and allspice or 7-spice. You want to stuff the kousa only about 2/3 of the way up, and you don't want to pack the filling in. You want to just tap it like this to let it sink down to the bottom, but without packing it. If you pack it in or overfill it, it might not cook all the way through. For the yogurt sauce, we mix together some homemade yogurt, cornstarch, water, and salt, and whisk it off the heat first, and then turn on the heat. Once you turn on the heat, you cannot stop whisking it until it comes to a boil like this, otherwise you risk burning the yogurt or separating the yogurt. Once the yogurt comes to a boil, go ahead and drop in the kousa, and no, you don't need to pre-cook the kousa separately. It will cook in the yogurt as long as you just give it some time. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half for the rice to become tender. You have to make sure to stir it occasionally and top it off with water whenever necessary. Once you can see that the rice has expanded, this is a good indication that it's about done, and you can start on your garlic mint topping. Let it simmer with this flavor bomb for about 5 more minutes, and then it's ready to serve. Now, I added a lot more meat to rice ratio because I wanted it to be a little bit more high protein and a little less carbs, but yours wouldn't be as red with me as mine is. I'll list the proper measurements in the caption. Bella sushi, bella batik. We have sushi at home.